of the attributes of God is lesson number 2, talking about transcendence. Hello, today I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the transcendence of God. And the word transcend means, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, means exceeding usual limits, extending or lying beyond the limits of our ordinary experience, being beyond comprehension. So what that tells us about God is one of a kind. He's totally distinct from his creation, us, the world, plants, the animals, land and sea. God is totally distinct from it. There's no comparison between him and his creation. And I just got a few scriptures I want to share with you about that talks about God's transcendence. First one I want to turn to is Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. So, when you see a word repeated 3 times in the Bible, it's for emphasis. And it may talk about things being holy in the Bible, but when it talks about God, it usually says holy, holy, holy to the third power. Holy, holy, holy. So that means, we're to live holy and try to be holy. And, but, we can never achieve the holiness of God. Not that we're not supposed to try. And then, going on over further in Isaiah chapter 40, verses 18 and 25. Verse 18 says, To whom then will you liken God, or what likeness will you compare him to? And then on down to verse 25, To whom then will you liken me, or shall I be equal, saith the Holy One? That's God speaking. So he's telling us there's nothing that you can liken to him. So we can't talk and look out at his creation and say, well, this is like God. No, God is above. God was before creation, and he's going to be, he's made creation. He lives throughout time. There's no beginning and no end. God is. He's always is. He's always present. And then the third passage I want to look at is Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 through 9. And this is one of my favorite verses, a couple of my favorite verses. It says, For my thoughts, this is God talking, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So no matter how smart or wise we think we are, and mankind, God's thoughts are way above us. He shows us things, but he doesn't show us everything about him. And his knowledge is way superior to ours. And then the last verse I want to look at is Revelations chapter 4, verse 8. Revelation 4:8. And the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings with him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. So that talks about, it tells us, talks about God being holy, 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 holy to the third power. And and he was and is to come. So he was before anything in this world and this universe. He's before ever the universe was created. He created that. And he still is. He's still the same God. And is to come. So he's still the same God in the future. And Jesus, Jesus is the third part of the Godhead. He's going to come again on earth. He's living in heaven right now, but he's going to come again one day and rule from earth. So just thank y'all for watching, and I hope this will be a blessing to you, and it's helped me to grow close to the Lord, and I hope it does you too. Thank you.